Wanted to make a quick video on these hardwood blueberry cuttings here, and how I propagated them over the last probably 90 days, 90 to 120 days. So I'm digging them up and getting a few roots on them after about that amount of time. Had these hardwood cuttings in here, which I got from new growth, like last year's growth up a blueberry bush. This is Burlington blueberry. I also had Liberty and Northland, but they haven't done so well. You can see all the green leaf tips here in this patch, which there are a few that didn't make it, like this, quite a few of them in the Burlington area. I've probably got like 90% have the green leaf, but not all of them have the root. Give you an example here. Like this one has the green leaf and has the new growth that came from the bud, but only has some callus material. This one's got a tiny amount. Trying to get it in focus. It's got a little bit of callus material on that, but my Northland, you can see the patch here of alive to dead cuttings, and over here as well, it's about the same. I'm getting about 40% on this, and that's because I think I didn't have this covered. This was open to the elements, and we had a lot of rain here this year, and now the cuttings were like drowned. They had too much water, an excess amount of water, and these Burlingtons just must have liked the water, or maybe there's like a tree that's overhanging here and maybe didn't get as much water. Maybe that might be what it was. Or the Burlington do like the water. Anyway, I've got a mixture of peat moss and fir bark and perlite mixed in here. That goes down about 5 inches, and then I have some compost material at the bottom of that in this raised bed, which is I think 8 inches. Yeah. I was hoping to just leave them in here for the entire growing season, and I was hoping that the roots would then form in the peat moss and fir bark, and then grow down and introduce itself into the compost underneath. But that kind of hasn't happened. It's just kind of it's only growing its roots now, I guess. I probably could have left it a little longer, but since it has roots, I'm just digging them up, and I'm going to go and plant them into a garden bed, and hopefully they grow a little more. But by the end of the season, maybe grow higher, or the leaf gets a few more buds, or it might bud out from somewhere else. Just going to see what happens. So something I do different next year is cover this whole bed with some sort of like plastic sheeting, or tent, or greenhouse, maybe with open ends, control the humidity a little more, just like this one I have over here, which has got some cuttings in there. And it would keep off the excess rain. I think if it was a bit of a drier year, maybe I would have had more success. But I just feel the rain this year, it was just too wet. We got over like 500 millimeters in 1 month there, and these were just saturated every day. They didn't have time to dry out. But so yeah, something that I would do next year.